most officers just think because they look good, they can speak however they want to a man and he'll still want to marry me. It don't work like that. You got that power. That's what the Lord said. You got that power to win him over by your speech. You can look good, but be ugly on the inside. How you speak to me, how you speak to your husband can make you very disgusting.
My God, I can't believe it.
Put on the swing.
The prophet is supposed to prophesy in Jeremiah 28 and verse 8, which is what? Go back there. Start at verse 5. That's what prophets are supposed to prophesy about. And that's what Christ prophesied about. That's what Jeremiah prophesied about. That's what Isaiah prophesied about. That's what the scriptures talk about a prophet. That's what it is. It ain't about, sis, Tay, you're going to win a lottery next month. You're going to get a check in the mail. That's not a prophet. That's a false prophet. Right. You understand? Watch this. What you call? Deuteronomy 13 and verse 5. You understand, Tay? Because those things that we grew up learning in the churches, they're put there to deceive us by master. All that stuff is set up by master. Guess where they learn their doctrine from? Master. Because we just read in the Bible, Tay. We read in the Bible that Jesus Christ is a black man. But the world say he's what? They put on TV as what? In the churches is what? Christmas, they say that this is his birthday. And they put a white man as Santa Claus. So your kids can be ready for them to come down your chimney. You got a chimney? You ain't got no damn chimney. Ain't no white man come down no chimney. Right. Huh? Guess what? Santa Claus is a false idol, is a god. Right. We're not supposed to celebrate Christmas according to the Bible. Right. But you understand? Watch this. Read that.
Jeremiah.
Deuteronomy 13 and 5.
Deuteronomy chapter 13 and verse 5. And that prophet or that dreamer of dreams shall be put to death.
Say what?
Shall be put to death.
That's what's gonna happen to those false prophets that keep lying to Sister Tay, talking about they know that she lost her job last week. Everybody you lose your job at least once a year. I know somebody lose a job at least once a year.
Bring it out.
That ain't nothing new in our community. That's a curse on us.
Right.
He trying to make money, merchandise off God's curses. No, that's a false prophet. He's going to be put to death at the end of time. We just read in 2 Corinthians chapter 5 verse 10 that we're going to be judged according to what we do in our bodies. You understand? You said you got a fiance, right? When y'all get married? He proposed to you, or you proposed to him?
He proposed to me. It ain't over.
How long y'all been together?
Got engaged.
Them his kids? Okay, so y'all been together 9 years. And y'all got engaged last year. Okay, so y'all don't have a date for marriage yet. Okay, so how you feel about that?
Like I said, I don't want to step into nothing where we got problems.
But you already in it.
Come on.
You already in it.
Yeah.
Y'all got 2 kids together. Y'all been together 9 years.
We got 3.
3 kids. You already in it. So what is the hold up? Because this is the thing, Tay. And that's why marriage, give me Hebrews 13 and verse 4. Watch this. Come on.
Hebrews chapter 13 and verse 4. Marriage is honorable in all.
Why marriage is honorable to God? Because there's a commitment made between you, that man, and God.
Right.
You understand? That's a covenant that made that if you break it, there are consequences to be held.
Right.
You understand? That's why God said marriage is honorable in his sight and in the sight of men. Watch this.
In the bed undefiled.
Because when you get married, you can do whatever you want in your bed. According to Leviticus 18, you can't bring another person in there. You can't put a dog in there. Whatever freaky desires people got in today's society, you can't do it. But what you can do is have fun with your spouse.
Right.
Your spouse. That means you have to be married. Watch this.
But whoremongers.
But what?
But whoremongers and adulterers, God will judge.
If you're not married having sex, you're a whoremonger or adulterer, and God will judge you. How do God judge us? Because now you at a point where at any time you or this man can call off from getting married. Y'all can call off the engagement, right? But what would be the reason for that? What would be the reason to prolong getting married? Is there something that's supposed to take place to be like, you know what? I made a mistake. I'm asking this person to be engaged. Like, what's there to like this a reason to prolong marriage? Your kids have been through a lot, right? So let me ask you this. When you get married, because the Bible says in a multitude of counselors there's safety. How do we,
We've been talking about.
okay, so how do we, give me Sirach chapter, give me Titus 2 and verse 1 first. How do we, when we do get married, because that be the problem, we be scared to get married because we don't know how to navigate through marriage. We don't have nobody to teach us. Mom ain't married, dad ain't married, auntie ain't married, grandma wasn't married, great auntie wasn't married, the pastor sleeping with everybody at the churches. Who is there to counsel us? Cardi B? I don't cook, I don't clean? Is it Megan Thee Stallion when she have a hot girl summer? Is it Kevin Gates? Who is it? Who is the counselors? Who is it? That's why we so scared to take that commitment, to take it to the next level, because we know we don't have no guidance. You understand? Watch this.
Titus chapter 2 and verse 1. But speak thou the things which become sound doctrine, that the aged men be sober, grave, temperate, sound in faith.
So your husband has to be learning from aged men that is sound in doctrine, sound in faith, that is grave, serious, be able to control his temper.
Right.
He's supposed to be learning from aged men so he can learn how to be a husband, a father. All those things have to be taught, especially in our community. Because y'all remember, we went through over 500 years of slavery.
Right.
We wasn't taught them things. We was taught how to throw each other under the bus.
Right.
We was taught crabs in the barrel method. We was taught lay with this one, lay with that one. Great granddad had kids all over the place. Grandma just stepped back and she dealt with it. You understand? Because she knew the importance of even just having a man to come home. But that wasn't the right way to deal with things, Tate. You understand? Watch this. Keep reading.
And charity and patience, the aged woman likewise.
Charity and patience. That's something black men and black women don't have. We don't love one another with charity, and we don't have patience one towards another. You don't have patience with him. You don't have patience with the kids, and he don't have patience with you. So therefore, a marriage won't work. There will be friction all the time if nobody is doing what the Bible says. So the counselors that we're looking for, and that's where I'm trying to, I'm gonna get there, Tay. I'm getting there. And that's why when you see us, when you see that flyer right there, Tay, when you look on the back of that flyer and got the address on there, that's where the aged man at.
Right.
That's where, watch this, keep reading. Watch this, Tay, because it start with the man, right? But watch this, keep going.
Verse 3, the aged woman likewise.
So now it go from the aged man to the aged woman. Guess who teaching the aged woman, Tay? Guess who teaching the aged woman?
Yeah, why?
The aged men. But watch this. It coming, but guess what she got to learn it from first? Because an aged woman is married to an aged man. You understand? So if she's married to the aged man, that man that had grave, temperance, and patience and sound doctrine, he's teaching his wife how to be an aged woman so she can do what?
The aged women likewise, that they be in behavior as becoming holiness, not false accusers, not given to much wine, teachers of good things, that they may teach the young women.
So the aged women have to be taught by their husbands so they can be able to teach the younger women. So that's a nation getting set in order.
Right.
So that we know we won't be scared to enter marriage because we got those aged men. We got those aged women to navigate us with the sound doctrine that said in verse 1 through the scriptures so that we won't be caught up in a place where we don't know where we're going. Because that's why we be scared to take the next step. We got the desire to be married, like Tay said, you got desire to be married, but as far as taking the next step, y'all on the rocks because y'all don't know what to do after that. Y'all already going through a lot and don't know how to navigate through that. So now it's like, I don't even know. But that's why the Bible's here. Give me Sirach 44 and verse 4. This is why God set up us as a nation of people.
Right.
You see the people right here on this sign, Tay? We're the 12 tribes of Israel. And God sent his Holy Spirit, his comforter, back down to gather the 12 tribes of Israel, to start the nation back again. In order for us to repair our nation, Tay, guess what got to happen? Marriage. Marriage got to happen to repair our nation. Watch this.
Sirach chapter 44 and verse 4. Leaders of the people by their counsels and by their knowledge of learning meet for the people.
So the leaders of our nation, our people, so far they failed us. Pastor Israel McCain failed us. Jesse Jackson, you know, hope the Lord have mercy on it, but they failed us as a people. You know what I'm saying? All the people that set up to be our leaders in the black community failed us. They had Nicki Minaj speaking for black people. Donald Trump had Nicki Minaj speaking for black people on the podium. He put them up as our leaders. Can Nicki Minaj lead us like our black women and teach them how to be married? She can't. So the nations know that our leaders are not in position to lead. But this is what the Lord said. Watch this.
Come on, we about to go. Come on.
Wise and eloquent in their instructions.
Give me Acts chapter 13, verse 44 real quick. I know your kids getting antsy. We ain't got no water to keep them still real quick. They want some water? Cause you gotta get this, Tay. We got some water. They want some water. Y'all want some water? We got some water for y'all. So, in order for this to happen, Tay, where your husband at? He at home right now?
Yeah, he work late night.
He work late nights? He go in at night?
Yeah, he go at 9 at night till 5 in the morning. He off today.
He off today?
Last night, so he's sweet.
Won't y'all come to the school today?
What time?
Watch this, read this. 4 o'clock, watch this. Verse. Acts 13:44.
Acts chapter 13 and verse 44.
Because it say leaders of the people by their counsel and their knowledge. You understand? In order for us to get there and for you to be, and for y'all to be comfortable taking that next step, y'all land together. Y'all gonna get married. Y'all got kids together. Y'all love each other. Y'all been together for 9 years. Do you desire to be with him, right? But y'all have to be able to fix yourself and get the right guidance and the knowledge.
Like I've been telling every night. I think we've been through a lot of problems too. I don't want to talk to it. It's recorded, but
No, you ain't got to go depth. You ain't got to go in depth.
We've been through a lot.
It's the same common problems, Tay.
Yeah, that's all.
It ain't nothing that, give me that in 2 Corinthians, nothing that you went through is nothing that we ain't went through. One of the main reasons I started learning the Bible and came into this truth and to this knowledge and realized like this is for me, this is for God's chosen people. I am God's chosen people because I wanted to get my marriage right. You understand? Because there was no leaders to teach me how to be married. My mama and daddy couldn't do it. My auntie, my uncles and them, they couldn't do it. You understand? So it was like, who else to go to? So when I seen these brothers, I'm like, I like that right there. I want to listen to that. Watch this, come on. 1 Corinthians 10:13. Watch this, Tay. Come on.
1 Corinthians chapter 10 and verse 13. There hath no temptation taken you, but as in common to man.
So nothing that we go through is uncommon. Everything that you go through, Tay, I guarantee you I done been through it. Or he done been through it. Or he done been through it. He done been through it. That we can give you some guidance on. And your husband. That's the most important part. The head is the most, you know he's the head of you, right? He is the head of the wife. So when you go against him, now you challenging him. Now he got to put his foot down. And you got to let him. You got to let go of that combative spirit, that black woman spirit, that big mama spirit, that ancient mama spirit. That's what our women got. And a lot, he say, hey, Tay, you heard what them men up there in purpose said. You heard the Bible said, take them damn pants off and put on a dress. What you gonna do, Tay?
Put on a dress.
That's it. That's what it is. Hey, he said, Tay, hey, Tay, we going to the 243 Milledgeville Rd to them brothers in purpose that teach the Bible. And we going to there today. What you gonna say?
So say it again.
If your husband,
Oh yeah, so we about to go up there.
we about to go up there and keep the Sabbath day with them brothers in purple that teach the Bible, the Israelites, who we are, we going there to keep the Sabbath. What you gonna do?
I'm gonna follow behind.
You gonna get the kids together and you gonna hop in that car, you gonna put on a dress, you gonna put your daughter on a dress, you gonna come to the school, right? So now, if he didn't hear his message, guess what you got to do? You got to go to him, hey.
I'm gonna let them know all about that.
You got to go to him, hey, let's go here and see what these brothers talking about at the school, 243 Milledgeville Rd. Because he ain't heard it. It's your job to now let him know, hey, we got to go ahead and do this. Because to take this next step, we need the proper guidance in the scriptures. Watch this. Read that.
But God is faithful, and who will not suffer you to be tempted above that ye are able.
So God is able to give us what we need to be able to endure what we go through. Watch this. I'm going to give you an example. 1 Peter chapter 3 and verse 1. I'm giving an example, right? These are things that we go through in in a marriage that this is the counsel that we're getting out the Bible to help give to you. Watch this. 1 Peter 3 and verse 1. Watch this, Tay.
First Peter.
I know they got you.
First Peter chapter 3 and verse 1. Likewise, ye wives, be in subjection unto your own husband, that if any obey not the word, they also may without the word be won by the conversation of the wives.
So the Lord is telling the wives to be in subjection to their own husband, because most of the time, 100% of the time, when our sisters go to church, whatever pastor said, they taking that for face value over what their husband said. Well, pastor said this, pastor said that. Well, I said this. This is what I said. You gonna listen to pastor over me? Now, if it coming out the Bible, we should listen to it. But if pastor telling you, hey, telling you something contrary to what your husband telling you that's not of the scriptures, you need to listen to your husband. So read it again. Watch this, Tay.
First Peter chapter 3 and 1. Likewise, ye wives, be in subjection to your own husbands, that if any obey not the word, that they also may without the word be won by the conversation of the wives.
So your conversation on how you speak to your husband can win him over. How you come to him with a problem and you come with your breaking all your nets and rolling all your eyes, we don't give into that. That don't move us as men. You have to come in subjection and speak nice. Talk nice to him. And try to deal with him according to the scripture. Hey, my husband. I don't know. But that's what it is. Because you got that power. That's what the Lord said. You got that power to win him over by your speech. You understand? But we have to exercise that power. You have to exercise that power. I know what it is, because what you go through is not uncommon. That's what the Bible say. Read. Come on.
While they behold your chast conversation coupled with fear.
You got to have the fear of God when you talk to your husband. Because that's what the Bible says. Your husband is Christ in their household. He is your leader. He is your head. That's the order. When we read in 1 Corinthians chapter 11, it go God, Christ, man, then woman. You can't step out of that order. You got to go through that order. He is your hedge, your protection, your provider. You understand? Watch this.
Who's adorning? Let it not be that outward adorning of plaiting the hair and of wearing of gold, or of putting on of the apparel.
So most officers just think because they look good, they can speak however they want to a man and he'll still want to marry me. You can look good, but be ugly on the inside. How you speak to me, how you speak to your husband can make you very disgusting. Because you can put on the apparel and a nice hair and go get your dread. What you got up on there, sis? What you got up? You can go get all that done. But that don't mean a hill of beans if you can't control your spirit. You understand? Watch this. Keep reading.
Let it be the hidden man of the heart, and that which is not corruptible.
The hidden man of the heart that is not corruptible, your mind, your spirit. Proverbs 14 and verse 1. Let it be the inside that you adorn yourself with the spirit of Christ in. But in order to get that, you got to read the scriptures. You got to have somebody to teach you and show you the scriptures. You got to have those aged women to be able to teach you how to love your husband, like Titus chapter 2 said. Right. How to love your children, like Titus chapter 2 said. And guess what? He got to have the same thing, those aged men, to teach him how to love you and the kids. But you don't get that outside of this. Nobody else is teaching that.
Across the earth, the prophets move. From city streets to distant lands, the message is the same. Israel must rise. Through every quest, every journey, the truth spreads. No border can contain it. No distance can silence it. Our nation lives in every moment. In joy, we celebrate marriages. In sorrow, we honor our dead. On the Sabbath, we gather as one. Families rejoicing together, bound by the commandments of God. Yet are we tried. From the stones in Kenya to the hatred in Montana, we endure as a soldier of the Lord. And still, the mission expands. On the airwaves, on the screens, in every nation under heaven, Israel's voice is heard. We build our communities. We raise our children in royalty. We restore what was broken. We clean what was defiled. We show the world who we are. This is Israel united in Christ. Nation in motion. Nation endures.
It don't work like that.